Hi folks, I just wanted to do a quick video this morning to talk about the standard Strat trem system. And actually I wanted to dispel a bit of a myth about it, to be honest. Now you know how it goes, you know, these things are notorious for going out of tune and they're awful. They're okay for a bit of light tremolo work, but if you try and do any dive bombing or work it really hard, your guitar goes out of tune. And we end up spending a fortune on decent tremolo systems, so we'll buy a Floyd Rose or a Carla system, and we have a locking nut and all that kind of stuff to help us along and make sure we can give it a bit of abuse and the guitar stays in tune. Now the question is do you really need to do that? My answer is no, I don't think you do at all. I think these get a bit of a bad rap really, and I think they're actually far more stable than you think they are. It all comes down to setting it up as it's supposed to be set up. If you do that, then everything should work really well. I'm just going to demonstrate how effective it actually can be if you set it up correctly. Now this isn't even a decent tremolo system, okay, as vintage ones go. This is not a Fender Strat, this is a Tanglewood Nevada. Okay, I actually love this guitar. This cost me not a lot of money. I've played about with it. It's great fun to play, sounds excellent, but it's a cheap guitar, so it's going to have cheap parts on it. So it's got a standard Strat style trem, but that, you know, it's going to be the cheapest of the cheap. Okay, now it's important that you're aware of that. You know, you've not spent much money on it at all. It's the standard system with the 6 fixing screws, not the 2 that you see on like the American Strats and things like that. There's no fancy locking nut or anything like that. The only thing I have changed that's different to stock is I've put some roller string trees on there. Okay, and I'll explain why I've done that in a minute. So anyway, let's play a chord, a G chord. Okay, the guitar's in tune, absolutely fine. Now the thing is, can I play back with that tremolo, give it really good bashing, and will it still ring out a good G when we finish? Let's find out then. Absolutely, it works. Why does it work? Because to make it work, you've got to get the balance right between the string tension and the spring tension, and if you do that, it will return back to rest. You've also got to make sure that the strings, when they stretch, return back to their rest position, and you do that by reducing the points of friction. So just make sure that your break angle here is not too high, and this is one of the reasons why I've got the roller string trees on here. It just reduces the friction. Okay, so it's if you do that, that'll mean when you stretch the string and you bring it back to rest, it comes back to rest. The string hasn't stayed stretched. The other thing in terms of balancing the spring and the string tension is just to make sure you've got the right amount of movement. Now Fender themselves tell you how to set this up, so you should do it so that the G string goes up to a B flat. Okay, the B string should go up to the C sharp, and the E string just a semitone to the F. That is the right amount of movement, it's the right height then off the body of the guitar. When I got this, obviously the person that had it before me had just locked that down and put the springs right in. So the only movement we had was a little bit of downward movement, no upward movement. Okay, which is a bit of a shame really, because I think if you've got a guitar with a tremolo system on, you may as well set it up so that it's floating properly and make use of it. So there we go folks. As I say, I think this idea that the standard Fender tremolo system makes your guitar go out of tune is a myth. If you're experiencing that problem, the guitar is not set up right. Spend some time on it, get it set up, and you should be absolutely fine. Now there are some videos out there that will give you various different methods of actually how to work out exactly what that distance is and get those intervals right. I'll give a shout out to Frudua TV who has a very good method using a bunch of post-it notes, and I'll pop a link in the video description so you can have a look at his videos because they're absolutely excellent. That's a very good way of making sure you've got it set up right. So thanks very much for watching, please like the video, comment and subscribe, and see you soon.